Okay, we've made some changes to the backyard. I thought I would show you our peach tree is doing pretty well. It's doing better than I anticipated. It fruited right at the beginning of the year, and then the stupid leaf-footed bugs killed them all, but it's growing. It's taller than me now, which is nice. We also dug away all the dirt and rocks and stuff around this tree stump, and I think we might plant something there. We'll see. We'll probably use a different pot though. And we took that soil and we put it over here in our new little patch. I amended it with some compost and garden soil and some peat moss and loosened it up and tried to pull out as much of the grass and weeds and what have you out of there. And it's a kind of a shadier area. It only gets about 4 hours of sun a day in the spring anyway. We'll see about the summer when I do the survey in a month or two. But we'll plant some leafy vegetables like lettuce and spinach and kale and stuff like that because they tend to be more shade tolerant. Still haven't turned this into a clubhouse or a doghouse or a shed or anything, but there's always hope. We took a lot of those rocks and piled them around the outside, so we have a thicker border now around the, whatever that is, the fire pit. We finally got a significant amount of this thing painted. You can see there's still some bits that are missing paint, but we got our tomatoes over here on the left. You can see this one's an indeterminate plant, so it'll keep growing. We're gonna have to top it off, and I need to prune the, whatever they get suckers out. It looks like, again, they've grown back to some degree. Whenever they have, you know, a leaf, kind of a stem going off this way, off of the main stem, a lot of times they'll grow another one right out of the middle here called a sucker, and that's essentially a whole nother plant that you can plant if you want. But if they produce those and you don't get them off, then they'll be then they won't fruit up as much. And then, so that was supposed to be a Roma tomato plant. That's all Megan meant to get, but we got some Roma tomatoes. The other 5 plants that we have in here are Romas. And these guys are new. These are our 2 blackberry bushes, and they seem to be going well. When we got them, they were just sort of these darker leaves here that you can see. So all the stuff around the outside that's lighter colored is new growth. Built this guy out of spare wood. You can see that the wood was pretty warped. I built this top part, so it's kind of Mad Hatter looking, but it'll work for what it's for. And I built this planter, which turned out pretty well. Again, pretty much Dad's design. A little different. I didn't do the fancy joining on the sides like he did. Our blueberry bushes have already given us a bunch of blueberries so far this year.